Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Opinions with me, Randy Prizzle. Yeah, the voice is a bit deep today. Barry White deep. Oh, baby. I don't know why it's this deep, but I think I've just woken up and I've got all sorts of stuff clogged in my throat, so it's a bit deep today. But you're gonna get the raspy Randy today. Should be lovely for some of you girls to hear my voice kind of penetrate in some different directions and different ways. But anyways, we're not here just to turn you on the Barry White stuff. I'm here just to talk to you about unpopular opinions. So let's go. Okay, I need to take that voice off now. Solo traveling is boring. I disagree in some ways. I think solo traveling has its perks, but I do also think if you're going to a different country and you don't speak the language and you're going by yourself, this could be very problematic. And the reasons why it could be very problematic is if you don't speak the language and you say something wrong, you could end up with yourself getting fist up by some of the locals. You know what I mean? And it might not be pretty at all because you could say something to really offend them. You're thinking that you said the right thing and you've said something completely wrong and it goes down the gutter, down the drain very quickly. But I think solo traveling in itself, you explore new towns, you explore new cities, you explore things, you get to just be on your once. You get to enjoy that trip, I think, without the accompaniment of people who could actually annoy you. So there's a plus to it. As I said, the minus is that how would you know where you're going? If you get lost now, you're the only one. Do you know what I mean? And you could be asking questions to people who ain't gonna be able to tell you the answers. So you probably got to go this place, that place, wandering around, trying to figure things out. So it could be probably a bit difficult there. But I am looking to go on a solo trip very soon. That's in December. Cape Verde is probably calling my name, so I could be going there. And how do you make me feel when you call my name? Cape Verde's calling my name. So December, it might be looking promising. Hopefully I don't get lost. Hopefully I don't get lost. But I should be by the beach most of the time, so I should be alright. But anyways, next one. The desertification of breakfast needs to stop. I understand what you mean in terms of making breakfast dessert like, putting syrup on a lot of things and just putting it with eggs and pancakes and that. I kind of understand it. You know what I mean? I think it could be a bit overwhelming. Especially, I'm a person who likes just savory and sweet to be very separate. I don't like them together. I don't like to mix them together. That's just my thing. I do think that if you have eggs, you probably should have it with some bagel or some toast or some bacon without maple syrup in it because it just doesn't make too much sense in terms of the taste buds. The taste buds just be tasting everything. And sometimes it doesn't need to be tasting everything. Sweet shouldn't be mixed with salty too much. And if it is a bit sweet, it should just be a little sharpness of sweet, a touch. It shouldn't be too much. That's just my preference anyway. That's why I do tend to agree with this person, where the desertification of breakfast does need to kind of stop. Just lower it a little bit. Don't add too much of all the pancakes and the syrup and then adding more syrup on the bacon. Yeah, it's just overkill now. It really is. All right, next one. The letter Q is pointless and can be easily replaced with K. I mean, that's the alphabet, isn't it? It doesn't matter, to be honest. It doesn't matter if the letter Q is a K or an F. That's just what it is. I mean, I understand in terms of saying sentences. You want to say quilt. So you say quilt, you could probably put a K instead of a. But that's just what it is. Do you know what I mean? This is the English language. You know what I mean? A lot of things are complicated. Where certain things that some people may say, we may say it differently. Like donuts, we spell donut differently here that an American spelled donut. You know, he donut spell it with Donut. We spell it Doughnut. People might say that's long, that's overkill, but it is what it is. It's the English language. So what can we do about it? I mean, unless it gets sanctioned by the higher ups and the people who are in charge of the Oxford Dictionary and the words association and that, then we can't really do anything about it. That's just what it is. So yeah, that and that and that and that and that. And that's it, guys, for this episode of Unpopular Opinions. I know I took a week off. I took the week off because I needed the week off. I needed to refresh. Obviously, the voice obviously hasn't. It's come in some different shade of grey, or different shade of white, I should say. Different shade of Barry White. But anyways, thank you guys. Big up yourselves for watching. Appreciate your time. And before I finish, you know what to do below. Give my opinions and I'll react later on. Let's go. Yay. Oh, I see, the more I do. Oh, now I try. Oh, baby. What can I say? What am I gonna do? Oh.